It is Game 5 of a best-of-7 series. The Milwaukee Brewers, the St. Louis Cardinals, in a series that is all tied at 2 games apiece.
Starting lineups for the Milwaukee Brewers. Ron Renicky has Corey Hart back in there leading off in right field. Jerry Hairston at third base batting second. Batting third, it's Ryan Braun in left field, an MVP candidate during the regular season. Middle of the order for Renicky is Prince fielder Ricky Weeks and Yuniesky Betancourt. Ron talked about Betancourt and the kind of series he has had. He's had a big one. Bottom three, Carlos Gomez in center field, Jonathan Lucroy catching, and Zach Greinke is on the mound, and he will bat ninth. And that batting order will face Jaime Garcia, the left-handed starting pitcher. It'll be his second start, John.
Well, for Jaime Garcia, it's real simple. Get a better delivery, follow through, stay on the ball, keep it down in the zone. But more importantly, this time of year has a tendency to make the game go faster. He's going to have to slow it down, avoid the big inning, avoid the 4-pitch, 3-hit type situations. And that's, as a young player, very difficult to do. See if he can make up for what really was a fast-paced Milwaukee start in Milwaukee.
A big win for Milwaukee last night. Puts the pressure on the Cardinals as Garcia strikes out Corey Hart, and that's how his night begins. The early lead had put him ahead in the first. And he rips that one down the line. That's a fair ball, and that is going to get tucked into the corner. Braun very fast around second base, and he'll stop there. He'll settle for a double. So Braun again with a first inning hit. Had a single yesterday in the first inning. Now a double here in the first with 2 away.
Now 9 straight games reaching base in the first at bat. Good job of getting out of the way there by the ball person. And by the time the left fielder, Matt Holliday, gets to it, you could see Braun. He was turning on, thinking about third base, but intelligently going back to second with fielder up. Never want to make that third out of third.
Sometimes it's difficult.
And a swing and a miss. And Garcia starts it with an exclamation point. He strikes out the big slugger. Cardinals coming to bat. Cardinals are coming up. Starting lineups brought to you by the new Capital One Cash Card. Rafael Furcal, the switch hitter, shortstop, leads off. Then John Jay back in the 2-hole tonight with Albert Pujols batting third. In the middle, it's Lance Berkman, Matt Holliday in left field, David Freese over at third base, and the bottom three for Tony La Russa, Yadier Molina, Nick Punto at second base, and Jaime Garcia on the mound. Zach Greinke this postseason, making his third postseason start of his career.
Well, for Greinke, a lot of pitchers may not have splits that differentiate as much as Greinke. 11-0 at home, 5-6 on the road.
A former MVP against a former Cy Young Award winner, and on the first pitch, right into the shift. And Zach Greinke has a quiet 1-2-3 first. Off and running in St. Louis, Game 5 of this LCS. Brewers coming up.
Good timing so far to start this game.
A swing and a miss. He puts one right by Betancourt. Third strikeout for Jaime Garcia. He takes off. Pujols cuts it off. Throw to second, and Gomez is out. That will officially go as a caught stealing as Garcia gets Gomez on the run. And the running game continues to be a non-factor for the Brewers. Time against Greinke, Lance Berkman is 5 for 12 against him. And he rips one to center field. That's a base hit. Gomez cuts it off. And there's your answer in the first round between these two.
Well, there's 2 areas that Berkman can handle off Greinke. That fastball is up and away. He's great at getting on top of that fastball and hitting line drives, but he also has a real strength down and in with that slider if he gets it from Greinke. So both ways that are strengths for Greinke, also strengths for Berkman.
And Freese is hit by a pitch. Greinke drills him, give the Cardinals the early lead. And he hits one hard, right field, way back. Hart is back, reaches up, and it is off the wall. Berkman on his way to the plate. He'll score. Molina with an RBI double. Narrowly missed a home run. And it's 1-0 Cardinals.
Well, we saw Hart go back on a ball earlier in this series, the first game of this series. This one he goes back on, trying to time his leap, gave a great effort to almost come up with this baseball, just eludes his glove. and bounces off that fence in right field. Just missed it.
And a great job by Gomez in his hustle, because this would have scored 2 runs for sure if he didn't come over and get the ball that bounced off the fence. Great job not just watching the play.
Punto, and a caught by Hairston. A stretched out play by Jerry Hairston. Well, Punto hit that right on the nose. Hairston lays out. And the second out of the inning.
Well positioned in, and Hairston's already made some great defensive plays in this series so far. Positioned perfectly with the dive, and comes up with a great play for Greinke and the Brewers.
I thought for a moment you saw the ball, the snow cone effect, and Punto's reaction. Way out of this inning for Zach Greinke. It's Jaime Garcia goes right between the legs of Hairston. 1 run is in, and the throw to the plate, another run scores. Molina ran into Jerry Hairston. He was going to score anyway. Between the legs of Hairston, the Cardinals have a 3-0 lead.
Was I singing the praises of Hairston's defensive play? Well, this one, not so good. Catches just the lip of the grass and the dirt, and that keeps that ball down. Just hits it, keeps it down instead of having bounce up, and it beats Hairston between the wickets. You can see that interference there. Molina running into Hairston. That would have ensured that he was going to score the run anyway, and the third base umpire right on top of it.
Yeah, Tim Timmons calling obstruction right away. Field for call with 2 away. And Greinke will play it off the top of the mound. Side retired by a productive inning for St. Louis. And a defensive blunder for Milwaukee. 3-0 Cardinals. And Braun gets sawed off. Pujols on the run. Foul territory. Makes the catch. Oh, what a play. Albert Pujols. The Gold Glover at first. Brings one in to end the inning and end the Braun at bat. Game 2, scoring 3 runs ahead of Pujols, and a flare. Betancourt is back, and Betancourt makes the catch. Wow, 2 outstanding over-the-shoulder plays. Betancourt and Pujols on the highlight reel already.
When you watch a shortstop make this play, he doesn't even look at the baseball. He runs to his spot, picks it up over his shoulder. At the last minute, sticks out that glove. What a fine play by Betancourt on the full run.
Grounder out to Betancourt. He winds it up. And the side is retired. A scoreless inning for Zach Greinke. 3 in the books. We're on our way to the 4th. Garcia back to the mound. And scoreless inning streak going. As Betancourt lifts one in the air to left. Holiday is back. And this is going to be a quick inning for Jaime Garcia. 3 up, 3 down. To the bottom of the 4th we go. And his start against St. Louis is Freese. Drives one to right. 9 hits for David Freese in this LCS. And a little flare, long run. Ricky Weeks is back. Cannot make the play. It's down for a hit. And 2 on for the Cardinals. Second hit of the night for Yadier Molina. Ron Renicky just referenced Molina's tough at-bats against the Brewers, and he comes up with his 2nd hit of the night.
Well, he gets jammed, but Ricky Weeks, who hurt that ankle in the middle of the season, has been slowed just enough and wasn't able to get back there to make that play. We saw it an inning earlier. Betancourt make a fine play and just out of the reach of Ricky Weeks.
Great play on that line drive, a diving catch. Punto is bunting, and Greinke, who is breaking toward third, recovers to get the out. Very interesting move here. A sacrifice bunt from an 8th-place hitter in the National League lineup. You rarely see that. And now the pitcher, Garcia, is up.
Because too many things can happen.
Garcia swings away, bouncing ball. Betancourt's only play is first base, and Jaime Garcia cashes in the sacrifice bunt. 4-0 Cardinals. And now for call into center. Gomez coming in, lays out, and makes the catch. Carlos Gomez. A beautiful catch in center field to end the inning. That could be big. Speedy Gomez brings it in. Side retired via the shout. There's the strikeout. Garcia strikes out Gomez. Greinke drops a bunt down. Pretty good one. Garcia makes the play for out number 2. That'll be a sacrifice bunt for Zach Greinke. Here comes the payoff pitch. And Hart sends one to left center. A base hit. Jonathan Lucroy around third. And he will score as Corey Hart puts the Brewers on the board. The first 2-out run produced by Milwaukee. And Hart drives him in to make it 4-1 St. Louis.
This is the only pitch of the at-bat that got up. Down over the middle of the strike zone. He was able to elevate it over the shortstop.
And you almost felt like Corey Hart was going to have a good game tonight. Really, for lack of a better term, benched last night.
So a pitching change, a common theme for Tony La Russa in this series. Octavio Dotel taking a lot of time between pitches here. I think the big question is he ready to come into this game? He didn't have much time to get loose to enter this game. Another 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Dotel strikes out Braun. The bullpen delivers again for the Cardinals. Could be the ball game right there. Brewers strand 2, 4-1 St. Louis in the 5th. Back to the windup goes Greinke. And Molina hits it high in the air, center field. Back is Gomez with room. He's got it. Greinke strands, the bases loaded. Cardinals cannot score. We head to the 6th, 4-1 St. Louis. Scoreless inning. And the 2-2, a swing and a miss. Ricky Weeks down on strikes. Octavio Dotel has retired 3. Swinging away at the first pitch. And Octavio Dotel is going to give the Cardinals 4 big outs. 3 up, 3 down to the 6th. St. Louis 4-1 over Milwaukee. We go to the home 6th. Backhanded by Betancourt. Long throw. And Fielder digs this one out. Nice play on both ends, Betancourt and Fielder. And there is out number 2.
Well, nice play by Betancourt to get there. And we've seen all series long, only once did he not have a pickup, did Prince Fielder. Gets there, sets himself, and Fielder makes a nice play.
And a broken bat, base hit. That's going to bounce fair, and it'll go to the corner. Furcal on his way to second. It's a 2-out double for Rafael Furcal. He's in a long skid at the plate, 1 for his last 17 before that base hit.
Jams him inside, breaks his bat, it sounded like. Nonetheless, hits it down the line for a 2-out double.
Against the left-handed hitter, Jay. And on the first pitch, Betancourt bobbles, and another error by Milwaukee. That is the 3rd of the game, and that is going to bring Albert Pujols to the plate in this inning.
Well, sometimes it's shocking in the postseason when you see teams that have gotten here and played well all year long start to make errors. And to me, errors come from a little bit of frustration, come from inability to get that ball in front of him, and even more so, I think, feeling a little bit of the pressure here in this 5th game of the series.
And Pujols hits one to left, a base hit. Furcal will score. The Cardinals take advantage of the error. It is 5-1 St. Louis. Albert Pujols with an RBI single with 2 outs. And here comes the Brewer manager.
This is just a slider right down the middle. Had him set up for something in the dirt. And that balance and that swing. You hate seeing it as a pitcher.
For Milwaukee. And Berkman, slow roller. Hairston makes the play, and the out is recorded. A close play at first. The Brewers get out of the inning. Narveson on the first pitch, but the Cardinals add to their lead. Inning and the third. And the Cardinals now have Lance Lynn on the mound. He has been impressive in this LCS.
One around.
On the ground to third, Freeze to second for one. The turn to first. In time, a double play. The Cardinals go around the horn. Getting over as Lance Lynn puts up another 0 out of the bullpen. Start to look ahead a little bit now, and Ron Renicky told us earlier today that his Game 6 starter is going to be Sean Markovan, his sinker ball, ground ball specialist. And he gets a ground ball here. Betancourt to Weeks. And that's what Cameron Lowe does. Gets ground ball outs. The Brewers turn 2. Wipes out the leadoff single. There they go, the 3-2. And it's right down the middle for a called strike 3. Doing his best Eddie Goodell impression. But he'll be back on the mound, and the Cardinals have a 5-1 lead. Mark Zepchinski.
He's been pretty good against Prince Fielder. He's given him a steady diet of sliders away. Zepchinski throws just hard enough to keep you alive, though, for that fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Fielder strikes out. Zepchinski gets him again.
You really can't be long at the plate. You've got to be short and quick and try to pick an area of the plate and guess right against his fastball, because he's been outstanding.
A smash to third. Descalso makes the play. Mott is out of it. Descalso just put in for his defense. Makes a beauty to end it. And the Brewers strand 2. The Cardinals now 3 outs away from victory. Marco Estrada is the new pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers. And he'll face the top of the order. Rafael Furcal, John Jay, Albert Pujols.
Situations.
As John Jay draws the walk. So a man on, and here comes Albert Pujols. And Marco Estrada strikes him out. So out number 2, Pujols, he has gone on strike. Bergman lays off. First and second, 2 walks in the inning by Marco Estrada. Some kind of triple threat in the middle of their order as Holiday whistles one. That is going to go to the wall. A run is in. Jay. Here comes Chambers. And he will score. Matt Holiday. A knockout punch, perhaps. 7-1 St. Louis.
And again, this will not show up in the scorebook, but the at-bat by Berkman allowed this to happen right here.
And they have been pitching him in. He's not been able to get to the ball. As he gets a little more confidence, his 3rd hit of the game here, that pitch down and in, he was all over.
Damage with 2 outs for the Cardinals. So Descalso pops up, inning is over. St. Louis gets 2 more as Matt Holiday drives in a pair. 7-1. The Cardinals send Mott back to the mound. They're 3 outs away. And of course, they're saying their rally cry as Betancourt goes into center field. And there is out number 1. Taylor Green lifts one in the air. Furcal will make the call. And it's actually John Jay who steps in to make the catch. Counsell pops it up, and this should do it. The Cardinals are a win away from another World Series appearance as Jason Mott closes the door. It's a 4-out save tonight and a 7-1 victory for the St. Louis Cardinals.